must feel free to partake, to serve, to benefit from Nigeria. They should have no inhibitions about being Nigerians anymore. They should have no complexes.
The name OJUKWU is still synonymous with Biafra. But after his years in exile, he's back here, in Nigeria, among his own people, the IGBOS, who fought the bitter war with the loss of as many as 1 million lives. OJUKWU himself defies classification. Born the son of a multimillionaire, the English-educated former army officer has the populist touch of a politician and the suavity of a drawing-room gadfly. Undeniably popular, he still has to come to terms with the fact that the country he left at the end of the Civil War has changed beyond recognition. Onitsha, the Igbo market town almost obliterated by the Nigerian troops. It's again West Africa's biggest bustling commercial center. And this bridge across the river Niger was destroyed by retreating Biafran troops. But today it again carries heavy traffic from the rest of Nigeria to the Igbo heartland. Curiously, the physical scars heal more slowly than the psychological ones. Nigerians on both sides forgave, if they did not forget. OJUKWU's return threatens all that. Some fellow Igbos, like Governor Jim Mobodo of Anambra State, are deeply unhappy about OJUKWU's return.
Since he came back, I, the governor of this state, never made one remark about him until he started criticizing my government. When I know that his past is nothing to write home about. He has a terrible thinking past, and therefore he dares not criticize anybody else.
But do you fear this is going to split the Igbo vote now?
Certainly not. You can see this rally. Absolutely not.
But equally, many ordinary Igbos are unhappy about the fact that OJUKWU has gone into partisan politics so soon after his return.
Traitor number one, I will describe him as a fugitive offender. He's a traitor, and we're not happy about that. He led us into war. We were with him. He abandoned us and ran away.
But he's still a force to be reckoned with. His political opponents fear that he will split the Igbo vote. He's standing for the ruling National Party against the party which has always considered itself the sole voice of the Igbos. But what does OJUKWU feel himself about his return?
Certainly there's a lot of exhilaration when one sees thousands and thousands of people on the sides of the road waving at one. You really feel you're back. You're with your own people. There is a sort of security about the whole feeling. You are secure. You are where you belong. But then, in my own particular case, this mass enthusiasm tends also to load me with a certain sense of responsibility, because I find that really, whilst these people are waving and shouting, what they're saying is, help us, help us. And at all times, ever since I got back, I have been, at one time, elated, at the other humbled by the reaction of the people around me.
And do you honestly feel in retrospect that you served the best interests of your people, the Igbos, by leading them in the Civil War?
Yes. At that time. You see, it is so very simple to pontificate about what one should have done, what one should not have done. Biafra was created purely as an act of self-defense. The name Biafra was given to an area that at once gave hope to our people and made them know and got them fixed on an axis. When you start fleeing, once you cross onto this area named Biafra, you are home. This is what we did. And I think in doing that, yes, I served the best interest of my people.
Isn't it inevitable that your return to Nigeria is going to rake over many of the bitter memories of the Civil War?
You know, we have to live with our past. We have to understand our past. There are reasons which perhaps you do not understand coming from England, but the political situation in Nigeria is such that in my absence, certain people have created a vested interest in a sort of situation which I personally consider unhealthy for our people. There is a sort of siege mentality which our people have acquired as a result of the end of the war. I believe this must cease. Must face the fact that the war is ended. They must feel free to partake, to serve, to benefit from Nigeria. They should have no inhibitions about being Nigerians anymore. They should have no complexes.
Don't you fear at all that your presence here will end up dividing the Igbo people?
If the situation in Igbo land needs rectification, and I don't believe these people in power are so perfect that they don't need any help, then obviously I should be in politics if I have those inclinations and interests.